The New York Knicks have found their secret weapon as they just made a very sneaky move for this team, which is perfect for the squad in so many different ways, while also one of the key Knicks prospects has just revealed that he does not want to play for the New York Knicks in a wild update as well. So we have a lot to go over. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. If you guys are part of that 71% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, we have daily Knicks videos on everything covering the New York Knicks. Multiple videos are coming out every single day. You do not want to miss out on all the fun we're having on this channel, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Knicks, as the Knicks just found their secret weapon in this guy. Now, Leon Rose and the Knicks are known to have a hectic offseason ahead of them with finding a head coach and also filling out a roster with multiple different players as they try to stay under that dreaded second apron, which is basically just an amount of money that you can't go over, or you get a bunch of restrictions and it makes trading almost impossible. So, also just, if you are over the second apron for 3 straight years, you lose your draft pick. So you don't want to do that. So the Knicks, they're over the second apron, or they're not over the second apron, but they could easily find themselves over the second apron. And that's something that they want to avoid. And now they just made a sneaky move that got them a very cheap contract for a very exciting player that is an instant impact guy. Now, it was revealed by Marco Del Rio from Sport, which is a European site about, you guessed it, sports, that James Nnaji still has 2 years remaining on his contract with Barcelona. However, as he approaches his 21st birthday and after 2 consecutive seasons in which he hasn't performed as expected, he has decided to take a new direction in his career. According to Sport, Nnaji and his camp have informed Barca of his desire to leave the club. They continue to believe that his future lies in the United States and are currently exploring every possible avenue to help him achieve his dream of playing in the NBA. Now, Del Rio also mentioned that Saras, I'm not going to try to pronounce that name because I will really butcher it and he doesn't deserve that, gave him his debut. And he was also a part of Roger Grimau's squad in the 2023-24 season. A classic 5 with elite physical attributes and future potential that didn't go unnoticed in the NBA. He was selected 31st overall in 2023 in the draft by the Detroit Pistons, but was traded to the Charlotte Hornets. Indirectly, he was part of the summer's trade involving Karl-Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks, the franchise that currently holds his NBA rights. Now, Nnaji came over in the trade to the Knicks. When the Knicks traded away, they had to clear up some money, so they worked in a financial loophole. They paid Dwayne Washington Jr., Daquan Jeffries. They paid them $1 over the minimum contract because you couldn't trade multiple minimum contracts together. Also, Mamadi Diakite was part of that as well. All 3 of those guys got $1 over the veteran minimum deal, so they could be all packaged in a trade, even though the Knicks were over the apron. The first apron this was. And what happened was they paid him all over $1, found a salary cap loophole. Shout out to Brock Aller, the best salary cap manager in basketball. And in return, the Knicks sent him to Charlotte. And in return, the Hornets gave the Knicks James Nnaji, an overseas prospect which Leon Rose has loved for a while. Now, Leon Rose and the Knicks have the most draft and stash rights of any basketball team. They currently have a guy who is on the Spurs coaching staff in his late 30s, and he tweeted out when he learned that he was on the Knicks, technically. He's like, I guess I got to get back to playing, like kind of joking around, because the Knicks hold a ton of draft rights. It's just what they do, and there hasn't been a rhyme or reason to it, but the expectation is it's 4 salary cap loopholes, which does make sense. It's a Brock Aller move in order to keep this team just getting more financial flexibility using those drafted stash rights for trades or for other reasons as well. So looking at all that, it's important to note that what we're seeing here with this New York Knicks team is a move to get a guy on a contract who's going to be very, very cheap. Also, Nnaji has a lot of potential. He's 21 years old. He comes over to a team that's going to have a new head coach. He's going to have a chance to play. The Knicks, obviously, their big men right now are now Al Horford, Mitchell Robinson, Ariel Hukporti, and James Nnaji. And first of all, I think this is another reason why you should go and try to sign Al Horford. Just get a veteran in there as well, who's just, if Mitch gets injured, you have someone who's ready and has been in the NBA. Could also play the power forward, so it's not a logjam situation. But different conversation for a video that's coming out in a couple hours from now. But with Nnaji now on the team, the Knicks get another guy who could be very helpful and is, in every sense of the word, a true 5 who looks very, very talented when you look at the way he plays. I mean, Nnaji has been super, super solid overseas so far. He's a big guy who's working good screens. He sets hard screens. He rolls right off screens, which is perfect because a lot of Knicks centers have not rolled right off screens. They've kind of waited a little bit. And Nnaji just fights on those offensive rebounds. You see him just getting down, getting under, and scoring. A lot of shades of Mitchell Robinson there when you look at the way that he's playing, where he's just getting these offensive boards, where he's going up strong. He's drawing fouls. He's getting to the line. He's defending the screens well. That was some drop coverage right there. The NBA is kind of going away from drop coverage in a lot of ways, but he covered it well. And you continue to look as he helps over, blocks shots, creates a difference on that defensive end. And with all this, with seeing this guy just go out there and be able to put up these great defensive stops, do well on offense, be a true rim runner. This is something the New York Knicks could use because Ariel Hukporti is not a rim runner. And on top of that, what we've also seen is the fact that Mitchell Robinson is injury prone. So you have Nnaji in there as great insurance. I love this move by the New York Knicks. I think this is going to work out very well for them. I'm really excited to see where this goes from here. And I mean, look, as the Ringer mentioned when they broke down Nnaji when he was going to the draft, defensively alters everything around the basket. He could drive as a drop defender, and his skills translate to help situations. He's aware when defending off the ball and does a great job of timing blocks using either hand. It's not uncommon for him to rocket off the floor, swats, the floor four swats, plays as strong as he looks. He battles in the post and fights relentlessly for rebounds. Whether he boxes out or positions himself to follow the trajectory of the ball, he's a good defender in space. He could slide his feet laterally to stick with guards coming off screens or handoffs. If he needs to switch, he is more than capable. And they also mentioned offensively, he sets strong fundamental screens with a wide frame, making it hard for opponents to fight through. He rolls hard and can handle lobs. Excellent interior finisher who can dunk through contact, but also shows natural instincts, making himself available with relocations and basket cuts. He can put the ball on the floor once or twice to score, or he'll use pump fakes to draw defenders before elevating. So he's got some skill on that offensive end as well. And we've seen that come into play. We've seen that he can do it. I mean, we look at the measurements. They're absurd. When he was young also, so there's a chance he grew a little bit. The man's 7 feet tall in shoes. He's got a 7'7" wingspan. He was 251 pounds. He's a big dude, and he's full of muscle. On top of that, he's got a 9'4" standing reach, meaning the wingspan thing. That is, or not wingspan exactly, but half wingspan, kind of, when you're reaching your arm all the way up. Dude, when he reaches his arm all the way up, he's 8 inches away from the basket. That is nuts. This is someone who can impact very much instantly. Now, as the Ringer put it, there's shades of Clint Capella being a long-armed big man who's built like a tank and has the mentality to dominate on both ends of the paint, with the key things being shot blocking, on-ball defense, interior scoring, and rebounding. This is a man who's going to help the Knicks out a ton, and I'm so excited to watch it. Now, looking at his numbers, that's not his numbers, but look, basically what we've seen is a man who's been very solid up to this point in his career, and Nnaji, he's someone who Leon Rose is going to love having on this team, and was a great move because he's going to be on a cheap contract. Now, real quick, there is a very good chance that he does end up on a two-way contract to start things. It's possible. It's also possible that he's not. That 55th pick the Knicks have is going to, as long as they don't trade up, which they might as well, and this still might be the case, they're going to put that 55th overall pick on a two-way deal, 100% guaranteed. On top of that, there's a few other guys here and there who they might put on two ways again. We saw some guys on two ways. I mean, I could see Anton Watson coming back on a two-way. Marjon Beauchamp, I think, is actually going to get a spot on the roster this year. That's my guess. So we could see that two-way spot be open, maybe for Nnaji, maybe for someone else. We'll see. But Nnaji is certainly going to play for the Knicks in Summer League, so we'll get a taste of that very soon. And another Knick who played in Summer League, Rokas Jokubaitis, has revealed that he does not want to come over to the New York Knicks. The Knicks drafted Rokas Jokubaitis over Deuce McBride. This is true. They drafted Rokas Jokubaitis, believing in him heavily. Drafted him, stashed him, and it initially seemed like Jokubaitis was going to come over that first year, and then it seemed like he was going to come over that second year. But the thing with Rokas is he wanted to play. He wanted to come over and be on the court. Now, first of all, with Tom Thibodeau, if you're a second-round pick, get ready, buddy. You're not playing. On top of that, he didn't want to go to the G League. He wanted to play in the NBA. The thing is, the Knicks are a contending team. How often is a draft and stash guy, first year, big minutes. It's not happening. It's just not. It's an unrealistic goal from Rockets. I understand why he feels that way, and I don't disagree with his feeling, but I'm just saying it's not going to happen. And now the Knicks are a bit thinner, so maybe there was a chance, but Rockets spoke on this about the Summer League and said, Summer League, no. I won 2 times. I think I showed myself. Now it's up to them. I'm in Europe enjoying basketball here. But in the future, you never know. So Jokubaitis seemingly not interested in playing for the Knicks right now. We look at his numbers, or we look at James Nnaji's numbers, and is this Nnaji's? No, it's Jokic, because he's, Lithuanian. I'm an idiot, guys. This is what happens. This is what happens when you're focused on going to a Yankee game in 30 minutes. But Jokubaitis has been very, very solid in the EuroLeague. Numbers don't jump out in the EuroLeague. They just don't. It's just not what they do. However, in FIBA with Lithuania, he played solid basketball. He showed some good stretches with Barcelona, where he actually played with James Nnaji, funny enough. So there's that fun connection. Most recently, he played for Maccabi Tel Aviv, where he did put up solid numbers, put up 12, 11 points per game, got a couple assists as well, got around 4 assists. He's shown a lot of solid stuff, and on top of that, we saw in the Summer League, he put up around 9 points and 4 assists as well. So Jokubaitis is an interesting player, and I think he is a very skilled guy. He's got good shooting, good passing, good control of the ball, but the Knicks, they have Tyler Kolek for that, and I don't see it. Maybe they'll move his draft rights and he'll come over and play, but I don't think he's going to come over and play for the Knicks, if you ask me. However, Nnaji is, and we should be excited about James Nnaji and all he's going to offer to this team. And guys, I'm looking forward to seeing him play in the Summer League. Him and Tyler Kolek on that pick and roll is going to be lovely to watch. The Knicks are going to have a good Summer League team, man. I'm excited to watch their Summer League squad go down. Going to be a nice little taste of basketball in July when it's 98 degrees outside. We're sweating bullets, and, well, we get to watch some basketball while our guys show up and show out in Vegas. Guys, let me know what you think about this. Do you like the James Nnaji move? How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Knicks.